I remember the kid I used to be. Like it was 4 fucking minutes ago. My feet barely touched the ground back then. My kill ratio was 9 out of 10. It was 100% sex.
Hello and welcome to the final podcast, the last podcast you will ever listen to.
Your final bros are here. It's Brian Hopper LaGrasta and Shane. Oh, just give me a perch, Smith. Joined by Sauce McGavin for the final week of Nicolas Cage November.
Did you say, oh, just give me a perch or a perk?
Oh, just give me a perch.
A perch.
Perch, like a bird.
What do you think makes more sense? Perch or perk for you?
I'm going to say perch because I kind of can see myself kind of like perching like a bird. I don't want to do it on this chair in case it breaks,
Yeah,
but...
Those sweet little pigeon lips.
Oh my God.
Ooh. But guys, this is the last episode with me on it forever.
Damn, that's deep. That's dark.
What a run, though.
We're going to miss
Great
you.
run.
What a run.
I mean, you're the first ever person to do 4 in a row.
Really?
Yeah. Benanti did 3 out of 4, but you're the first to go 4 in a row.
Wow. It was a great time, though.
It was a great run. We had a great time. We were happy to have you on. It was only appropriate that you were the one here for Nick Cage month with us.
It's my favorite month of the year.
It's a great month.
It is a great month, and we may never ever. This is probably a retired month. We probably will never do Nicolas Cage November. I feel like you can't.
You can't.
We don't think he has enough horror movies to get back in.
These are some of the craziest movies he's
Yeah.
ever done.
And horror was a little bit of a reach for
Some of these, yeah. Maybe we could do Drive Angry.
Drive Angry is, it's
There's
like
a cult.
action movie, but it's a cult. It's a creepy element.
Maybe we'll do Cult Month again.
I would like to do Drive Angry actually, because
Yeah.
I actually like that movie a lot.
Me too.
To be honest,
Maybe it's time we brought back Cult Month.
Cult Month is literally fucking incredible.
Yeah, I think we're going to bring Cult Month back. I think it's time.
Yeah, I mean, like we've done a lot of cult movies. Like Mandy's a cult movie, but
Yeah.
still.
There's other cult movies
There's
we could do.
tons.
So, all right, next year we'll get our Harmony Korine month out. We'll get our Cult month out. Call it a day. Perfect.
Nope.
How are you guys feeling today?
Good.
Particularly grand.
Like, you guys think that this is going to be a good day? Like, what are we, was it like 10 a.m.?
Yeah, super
Yeah.
early. We just had our
Coffee.
I had a beer. It's going to be a great day. Things are going to happen today,
Yeah.
I kind of don't want this episode to end.
right?
It's
Gonna
going to,
ramble a
though.
little
I'm
bit.
so
It is
sorry.
gonna end, though. It has to end.
It does. The show.
It all comes down to it.
The show eventually ends.
Yeah, the
It
curtains
always.
come down.
It happens.
Speaking about ending,
Yes.
I'm segueing you into
Oh.
starting the episode.
Well, all right. Well, let's not end, but begin by jumping into
The Spook Den.
Hey, Mom and Dad released in 2017. It's Afghanistan for the kids here. Nicolas Cage and Selma Blair go rampant on them, Taliban style. This film was directed by Brian Taylor, starring Nicolas Cage as Brent, Selma Blair as Kendall, Ann Winters as Carly, Zachary Arthur as Josh, and Robert T. Cunningham as Damon.
Want to know the spookiest thing of all? I didn't realize that was Selma Blair until about a minute ago when I was looking up the IMDb stuff.
really
I was like, oh, who does Selma Blair play in this movie?
the mom.
I was shocked.
Yeah, she's not doing too good now. She has like MS or something like that. She had to
really?
she had to pull out of like Dancing with the Stars.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This just turned somber. This is...
Yeah, no, but she's awesome in the movie, so I figure we're gonna praise her for the most part.
It's a fun little movie.
This is going to be an odd request. I gotta really take a shit.
Yeah.
You mind if I just squeeze one out real quick? You guys ever watch like a suspenseful or dramatic TV show where like you're left on like the edge of your seat? There's like a big cliffhanger at the end of the
Yes.
episode. So I can relate. I just took one of the dirtiest poos of all time.
You ever poo and you're like, I actually should probably shower? Is it
Yes,
one of those?
yes.
It was one of those?
Yes,
No shower, though.
no shower.
Just right into the spook.
I didn't even wash my hands. Just kidding, bud. I'm just kidding with that one.
Happens. I'll throw these in the
No, but
wash.
like picture the cliffhanger, the episode. Like as the viewer, the episode itself is the ass, and the viewer is the shit.
Dirty.
Dangling
Okay, we were okay.
Do you have something dangling right now?
right now.
Is there a probability? Like, I'm not asking if there is, but is there a chance?
No, I did a total clean job.
Really good job.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it took me forever. I cleaned. It wasn't even like I took the shit. Problem was,
So I was just while you were shitting, I was just on the phone with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
lost in the mall.
It was lost in the mall, and just the energy, her tone of voice. If she doesn't get that food, if they close without her getting that food, it's gonna be.
She gets hangry.
It's gonna be more scary than the movie.
That is a feeling that I never get. I never get hangry, so I don't know what it's like. But she gets hangry.
It's a woman thing.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
My wife gets angry.
Mm-hmm. It's dangerous.
Here's the thing: you could just GPS to that location. So I'm a little confused.
What I'm
being
scared
honest.
though is that one day me and my wife have kids, and she gets hangry, and she tries to kill them, like this movie.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
transition.
Okay. I thought you were going to just say and eat them
Yeah, maybe.
for sustenance.
Maybe.
So let's talk about it. It's a great segue.
Thanks.
So we're going to see a brother, sister. They're going to be fighting. Their parents are Selma Blair and Nick Cage. Normal stuff. The daughter is kind of a bitch. She's a bitch at breakfast. She's a bitch during the car ride to school. She's kind of a bitch.
Bitch,
Can we
bitch,
agree
bitch.
with that?
Yeah. So she's an adolescent. You know, that's what they do. They're bitches. But a lot of stimulation in this movie, if you can tell. There's a lot of action going on, and you can tell right off the bat. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. The relationship between mom and dad ain't right.
No. The
Dad's
spark seems to be gone.
Dad's trying to get back to his glory days of just banging whores in his car.
It's almost like not only has their love fizzled, but just their individual lives have kind of just fizzled out because they are parents.
Yes. Is the moral of this movie being a parent sucks?
I think it's like you kind of lose touch with
Yeah.
your glory self.
I think the moral of the movie is actually in the last line of the movie, which we'll get to.
Okay.
I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
No, I'm curious.
We'll touch on
Yeah,
it.
I'm ready.
Remember you asked that question.
I will. So, Nick Cage, like Brian said, reminisces of the good old days, which is him doing donuts in the parking lot, motorboating some chick. Cut to, a classroom. I think it's a classroom where we see a teacher confiscating phones.
Teachers could be such
Assholes.
bitches.
Bitches. Okay, we're going bitches.
Like, man, I was not too bad in school, but some teachers, they just didn't get my humor.
No.
Straight bitches.
Yeah, just mean.
So you just had to throw briefcases out of windows.
So right now, that's true. I feel for these kids right now, man.
Yeah, no, I get
Feel for them, Shane.
The important thing, though, is these kids are getting called out of class one by one. The parents are coming to pick them up. We don't know why, but we're going to start seeing some weird stuff happening, which is all the parents are gathering at the doors. The parents are gathering at the school gates, and they're just like, give me my kids. I need my kids.
Yeah, I think the weird part of all this is they're just like standing there outside.
Yeah.
And it's just like that's going to be the theme here.
Yeah.
And then one of the kids is like, I need my mom so bad, I'm going to hop the fence.
You saw that.
I thought they were going to tear this kid in half. We're going to
Actually, wait a minute. Do all the parents go for this kid, or is it just the mom?
Well, the police are trying to pull the kid back.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
While the mom is trying to pull the kid over.
Do the cops know?
It seems like it because that's why the cops are keeping the parents away from the kids right now. One thing, we're going to cut to Selma Blair in yoga class talking to another mother. And they're
that would be the daughter's
friend's mom.
Riley's
They,
mom.
they talk about like banging yoga instructors, stuff like that. They're like, he's already been through most of the class. I guess we're next.
Yeah. And I mean, and the thing is, like, it's interesting because they talk like this, but they don't want their daughter. She doesn't want her daughter even hanging out with the boyfriend.
No.
That's a no-go.
No, you can't have the daughter hanging out with a boyfriend.
And you know what happens?
Because even the Nick Cage is like, I was a kid. Hormones be hitting.
I want hanging around that boy. And what's gonna happen? She's gonna get so pissed. She's gonna steal $100.
Yeah. I just think as a parent, you like if you're the mom, you know how much of a whore you were throughout your life.
Yeah.
And if you're a dad, you know how much of a whore, girls.
Yeah.
And you also know how dirty a guy can be.
Yeah, well, because
You're a dog.
Well, that's because
He is an absolute fucking animal.
Dog.
that's not true.
You're a dog. You have a dog? Nope, that's not it. Never mind.
We do have a wolf, don't we? We have a tiger.
Close enough. Shane's a fucking animal.
Well, people are just gonna go around being whores.
Wow.
Is that too strong? Did I go too far?
Yeah.
Happens. Yeah. So the sister's a whore. The brother is the brother being homeschooled
The young kid.
because he looks like
right?
school age, but he doesn't go to school.
Yeah, he looks like he's being homeschooled. Who the hell knows?
Yeah, I don't. What I do know is once the parents get over this gate now, they just start murdering the kids. And I'm talking about like choking them on the field, beating them with trash bins.
Yeah.
It's pandemonium here.
One parent gets the kid with the keys.
Yeah, start stabbing them with the keys.
With the keys.
The moral of the story, well, the theme of the movie, I should say,
Stabbed with keys.
is that the parents
Nope.
are killing their own kids. It's total pandemonium. You really don't know what's going on. You're seeing parents killing kids.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And the kids, they're Carly, I think the name of the
Yes.
girl, she's like trying to exit stage
Yes.
left with Riley, getting out of there
Yeah.
as fast as she can, seeing all this chaos.
Chaos.
And there is chaos.
So her boyfriend is going to go home.
That would be Damon. And
Damon.
you ever go home, your dad's just a deadbeat drunk who's just like trying to cut you up?
No, but I did see this in the movie. So the dad's going to just break a bottle. And I like how the kid's like, this is like a normal everyday. He's
Yeah.
like, Dad, not again.
Not again for dad.
Yeah.
Dad doesn't say anything though.
No, he just tries to kill him. But instead he trips over the coffee table, stabbing himself in the throat.
Yeah.
But this does set the precedence for something because he does actually cut the son.
Yeah.
And you're going to realize the son is
Immortal.
pretty immortal.
Maybe even a vampire.
Have we come full circle?
Yeah.
Is he been kissed by the vampire? Maybe.
Hey.
Maybe. So the daughter, Carly, and her friend Riley.
Parents ever try to kill you?
No. Actually, no.
What about you, bro?
Not that I can remember.
No.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yes?
Yeah.
What happened?
Radio signals.
Oh. Yeah.
It's kind of what happens in this movie.
Yeah. I get that.
Frequencies,
Static.
static, just
White
change you.
noise.
Was it aliens or was it the government?
I don't know, because the cops aren't in on it. The cops are trying to
Yeah.
restore the peace.
I mean,
True.
I love when Nicolas Cage has the interaction in the beginning with the boy, his
Yeah.
son.
Oh, yeah.
And he just kind of like
Yeah.
he hears the static and he just like doesn't say anything for like a solid like 10 seconds and just like laughs it off. It's funny.
It's like, if you touch that car again, I will fucking kill you.
I love that line. Oh, man. So, yeah. Riley and Carly get to Riley's house. Riley gets the suspicion that someone's home. So Riley goes upstairs, gets murdered by her mom. She chokes her with like ribbon or something, was it?
And she just chokes
a
her
good
out.
kill. It was a good
It was a
kill.
great kill. It's a great kill.
You think Riley deserved it?
I mean, she was a drug slut. Was that strong? Am I going too strong this episode?
Are you feeling yourself?
Well, I'm just saying she did drugs and also was probably a slut.
Why are you assuming?
They kind of give me that vibe in this
Okay,
movie.
no, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Were you getting that vibe?
Potentially. I just know that for this whole part pretty much Nicolas Cage is sleeping at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going from a $145,000 salary to a $45,000 salary.
Yeah, how did that happen?
I don't know. It
Yeah.
can't be the same job, right?
No, it's definitely not the same job. It's very
Unless it's
depressing.
very commission based.
Maybe, could be.
Maybe sales are crazy.
Yeah, sales be hitting.
He
Maybe it was
wasn't-
selling shitty internet.
Yeah, he was selling machine part sales.
Yeah, he should have been selling knives. That's where the real money's at. Everyone knows that. So, Selma Blair's sister, though, is going to have a baby.
Jeannie?
Yeah, in a wild scene where she gives birth to said baby and then tries to smother the baby.
Yeah, choking's in right now. The choking is in. Obviously, you I wanted to see how this was going to go down.
Yeah.
Was the baby going to get killed in the womb? But no, she actually does push
Birth
it
it.
out, birth the baby. It's still in the umbilical cord,
Yep,
though.
yep.
And she just tightens it, and this causes chaos. In the hospital scene, this scene is actually pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, no, it seems
A lot of
wild.
stuff going on.
People are just getting tossed. She's just trying to smother a baby. They can't. The stepdad is filming the whole thing.
Yeah, and doesn't actually the person who ends up with that holds the baby is the sister?
Yeah, it's Selma Blair.
Yeah.
Is pushed to the opposite side, and obviously she wants her baby back. She's going over there to get her baby back. Well, there's just
Ribs.
absolutely the doctors are just going out of their minds trying to
Stop us.
Yeah.
Well, the police even take the baby from Selma Blair. They're like, we need the baby. She's like, no, this is like, and they're like, no, we need that fucking baby.
Throughout the movie, there are news reports going on that are like, you get more information as the movie goes on that like it is parents, and they tell them like, do not go near your kids.
Yeah.
But there's just kind of chaos to start, and then it develops. But in a lot of these cases, individual cases of parents killing kids, you do see like the screens go to static.
Yes.
And
Every
that's the
single
signal.
time.
And Dr. Oz is
On TV explaining this.
explains the phenomenon because it is a thing. I don't know if you guys know this. Not with humans, but with animals in general.
Yeah, they kill their young.
It's a thing.
Like hamsters do
I've
it.
seen it with my own eyes.
You're talking about the hamsters, right?
Yeah, I used to be like, I needed a pet at all times when I was a kid, and I was going through hamsters like wildfire. Get a new hamster every couple weeks. Just not a good hamster owner. And I like the last time I went to go get a hamster, I was scarred. Never got a hamster again. I picked out the hamster as it was giving birth, and I was like, "This is the most magical moment of my entire life." And then it was going in on these babies, just eating babies in front of me, and I'm a kid, and I was like crying, and my mom's like, "We got to tell someone," and by the time the guy got there, those babies were fucking gone. Just a fucking mama hamster. It was a war zone. It was kind of like you upstairs going to the bathroom, like
It's a war zone.
just a bloodbath.
That was
Jesus Christ.
that was dirty work.
Someone had to do it.
I needed more hands for wiping. Just two weren't enough.
I couldn't help. I was talking to Caitlin.
Jesus.
You get lost once in a while, you know. Only once you pull in the mall. What are you gonna do?
It's hard to
Only
find.
there was the
Does she
global
listen-
positioning.
Does she listen to every second of every episode? Do you know?
Probably not. She's definitely here though, so she can hear everything I'm talking about. Hey,
She's here.
Yeah, she just walked in.
Caitlin, come on in.
Just don't hit me with the door.
You got your chipotes? Let's go.
Nice.
What?
you found it?
Yeah, it was quite the mission.
You don't remember from when we went in Halloween last year?
I did, but I thought
It's
it
been
was
a
by
year.
the
But
Cheesecake
is it by the Red Robin?
Yeah.
I just remembered. Sorry, I was in the bathroom.
I heard you taking a massive dump.
He
Very
did.
dirty work.
Upstairs, I want to avoid that.
Yeah, it's
Upstairs.
upstairs.
It's a massacre.
Don't go in there.
Enjoy your food.
Yes.
You are done. You're gonna be cooked tonight.
It's your fault.
She just blew me that kiss of death.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about death. Carly's going to run into black boyfriend, Damien.
Okay. Let's. Why?
I think it's because his skin looks like that.
It may, but like, if he was white, would you say white
Oh,
boyfriend?
that white,
Yes.
white boyfriend.
Yes.
I don't think you would.
I would. Of course I would.
I think if it was anything but white, you would.
Yeah, but I'm like painting a picture.
I'm trying to repaint the whole conversation personally because I actually don't think black people are black and white people are white.
Explain.
I think white people are really peach people
Okay.
and black people are really brown
Yeah,
or dark brown.
that makes sense.
That's fair. I
I think we're
that's fair.
calling the pigmentation wrong.
Gotcha. You want a like a global movement.
I just think that,
Call a peach a peach.
I mean, like everyone says, you know, oh, it's science. Let's get real scientific.
Let's break down the exact color people are.
Let's do this by data and through the scientific method, find out what color people really are. Because I am not this color.
Yeah, you're more of a peach.
I'm more of a peach. The
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
Peach. We're all peach.
I would eat you
Oh, God.
because I like peaches.
Speaking of eating,
Yes.
You'd fuck Princess Peach?
I keep trying to segue you.
Oh, yes, yes. Speaking of eating. Sorry.
You're taking it way too literal.
I know. I don't know what's wrong with me.
You think Caitlin will give me a bite of that Chipotle if I ask?
That thing's gone already.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right. So The mom's going to get back to the house to see if the children are there. The children are kind of hiding, though, now in the house because they notice the maid has killed her daughter in the home.
That scene is pretty wild.
She's just mopping up the mess.
She's mopping straight blood.
Yeah.
Do they show the kill?
No.
You saw what she's doing before she kills the kid, right?
Tenderizing meat.
Tenderizing meat. So
Well,
she
they
tenderized that kid.
Well, that's the thing, because even when someone Blair picks up the meat tenderizer, it's covered in blood.
Yeah, like that kid was tenderized.
Yeah.
You ever tenderize a child?
No, never say that to anyone.
I just thought you might have.
That's just that's a wild accusation.
I just asked. I wasn't accusing.
I don't know. You seem like you're coming at me. So Nick Cage is going to come home as well.
And you haven't seen him for a while. So you
Yeah.
know he's been missing.
Yeah, this is where he's going to start ranting,
Well,
like
this is where-
ranting and raving about.
Because he sees Damon in the house.
Yeah.
And he sees him, and he's like, "What are you doing? Is my daughter home?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be here. What are you doing here alone with my daughter?"
And he slams his skull into the ground, causing blood to instantly come out of
And
his
you're
mouth.
like, "This man is dead."
Yes. I thought he was dead.
There's an issue here.
What's the issue?
Is Nick Cage in parent kill mode or no?
Yes, at this point he is.
He was literally going on a tirade, so I think so.
Yeah.
So Nick Cage's character is just a racist.
Yeah, because none of the other parents were killing
It's
other.
like it specifically said that they go out. You go after your only kid.
I'm gonna say it's because he was in the way.
Did he stop him? He tried to stop
Yeah,
him?
he did. He got in his way when he was going. So I think Nick Cage, to get rid of him, just slammed his head into the ground like a basketball.
Okay.
So
He does say something at the beginning of the movie that indicates him as racist too.
he does.
Do you remember what I'm talking about? I forgot exactly what it was, but he mentioned something about like you're dating like that person, and it called into reference, and he's like, "No, I don't mean that. I mean all boys."
Yeah, yeah.
He's racist.
He definitely is. So Nick Cage is going into full-on rage mode, but we get a little shot first of him building a pool table.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah, and he's just building this pool table, and then Selma Blair's coming in, and she's like, "What are you building, a man cave? You can't have a man cave. This is." And Nick Cage's like, "No, it's a family room. I'm doing this for the family." And she's like, "No, you're going back to you want your man cave."
Dude, I'm sick and tired of this bullshit. Takes a fucking sledge and destroys the pool table.
Is this the part where he sings, "You put your right
Yes,
foot in"?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but your right foot out, and he hits the pool table with the
Completely
hammer.
dismantles the pool table. Also starts breaking the walls down.
Yeah.
He's going through it. This is what we call a midlife crisis.
This isn't a severe midlife crisis,
Yeah.
like where you're just breaking your home.
You have the whole Chris Jericho situation here.
Yeah, break the walls down.
But they bond over this. Like, he sits next to her after this, and she's like, "You don't think I want to fuck dudes and drive cars too?"
It's hard to be a woman.
Did you say that?
No, she
Yeah,
says
it's
it's...
just like because he's talking about like his life and where it all went down. 'Cause
Yeah.
he wants to still
Yeah.
have that reformer glory of when he was just popping puss every Friday
Yeah.
night.
And now they're just
Mom and
and
dad.
dad.
Yeah.
Yep. Once you have kids, it's different.
It's true. When you get married, it's a little different too, you know?
Yeah. Just changes things.
Yeah.
You spend a lot of money on a ring and
But it's worth it.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm sold.
On what?
Marriage, you're really selling me on it.
Are you going to get married soon?
No.
Why?
Because there's no one to marry.
Gotcha. You're saying all the girls are taken.
Yes.
Okay.
All of them.
All right.
Every single one.
Are you taking on a life of celibacy?
No. God, no.
I call you Celiby?
Clever, actually, but no. What I am taking on a life of, though, is seeing where Nick Cage is at, because the kids are going to lock themselves into the basement, as kids do when they're hiding from their murderous parents. And Nick Cage is like, "Get the Sawzall." The Sawzall will carve the door down. So they're sawing through the door. It's taking some time. And they're like, "All right, this isn't going to work. Let's just fucking gas the kids."
Yeah.
So, in a turn of events, the mom's going to go outside. She's going to plug up the window with dirt. They're going to run a garden hose from the stove to the outside, put it through the window. She actually sees the garbage can with the flies where the dead maid's kid is.
I definitely
if you didn't
know
notice that.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's also a good call out. The kids are obviously trying to fight back at this point.
Yes,
too.
they are. They are.
They're setting up a thing where, like, if they open the door, a match is set.
And it would explode, yeah. So it's fucking turning into Home Alone.
I was just about to say that.
Were you?
Yeah.
I stole that from you.
You did.
Sometimes I steal your thunder.
It's okay.
Okay. As long
Carry on.
as we're still friends.
Carry on. They're trying to gas these kids out.
Yeah, we're just gassing and so the lighter's there. The kids though are gonna escape through a vent. And the parents think the kids have died. So Cage is going to open this door and fucking explode through a wall.
Yeah, I mean, well, the kids were like, not today, Chris Benoit.
You guys got taken over by a dementor.
Whoa. We're
Let me ask you a question though. when you get hit by the white noise, right?
Yeah.
And you got to kill that kid. What is that like? Because you have to go until the kid's dead, right?
correct.
Kill the kid.
Yes.
How do you move? What happens to your brain? Like obviously, like you had to know you did something wrong. You can't just carry on with life. And like, do you just get satiated once you kill the kid?
So this is the thing. This movie does a great job of explaining none of that.
Yeah, they really less is more here. I don't think. I'm just taking an example from the Asian woman.
Yeah.
Who clearly killed her kid.
Yeah.
She doesn't even know.
Oh, true. She just mops it up
completely,
like it's nothing.
Didn't.
Yeah, I just feel like, because how do you know the job's done? You know, without knowing that the job's done. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think once you kill your kid, you're just free.
but you don't think about your kid anymore.
No, you don't care. I actually think it's like,
Whatever reprograms your brain.
yeah, it's like the
So you
idea
don't-
that
It seems like it
it's like
must.
that burden is gone of the kid because kids are burdens.
Because I'm thinking like they think they killed the kid, so is the burden over? Like they go check this.
Yeah, I think that's what was happening, and they obviously the kids are not dead. The mom is now because Nick Cage is blown through a wall, so the mom's going to chase the kids up. They're going to hide in the closet now. A good point also to bring up: the boyfriend is still alive, and he's going to run and hide upstairs with
unstoppable.
the brother and sister. Well, yes, because as the mom is trying to. They actually lock the mom in the closet. That's what happens.
Yeah.
And the mom's trying to
fight.
Yep.
She has her hand like outstretched through the door
With a
this-
coat hanger.
With her coat hanger. And this is a brutal scene. She's just trying to whirl it around. Guess who gets hooked?
The boyfriend.
The boyfriend,
stabbed
Damon.
directly in the mouth with a
You
hanger.
ever get fish hooked before by anything?
Yes, in the finger though, not
With a
like
fish hook?
Yes, I have.
yeah,
It's fucking hurts to get
Brutal.
it out. Yeah,
It's brutal.
you have to actually like twist it.
Yeah.
And pull. Hurts.
Yes.
So I can only imagine how the coat hanger feels. I mean, Steve-O's been through it, so.
Yeah.
So then the dad's going to show up, and the dad is going to throw this guy, Damon, off of the balcony, head first into a couch that would definitely kill him. Can we confirm this would kill him?
I think now, like when he gets his head smashed on the floor by
Yeah.
Nick Cage, you could probably die from that, most likely.
Yeah.
Especially the amount of blood that comes out.
Yes, yes.
But you could live from that.
Yes.
You could. This fish hook and fall, we could pretty much confirm him dead.
I thought so.
You would think.
Yeah. He's not.
The distance, the
The-
head crack.
All of it.
Things would snap. Things would break.
His neck would have broke here.
Yeah.
He's not dead, though.
Because he has a complete, total loss of control of his body as he hits
Yeah.
the ground. I mean, there's no way he would be alive.
Nah, man's cooked, but he's not. So the parents are going to corner the kids in the kitchen. You think it's over. You think the parents are going to murder these kids, these fucking stupid kids. Doorbell rings.
You're going to be a great parent.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Like the doorbell rings, and this I do like this upcoming
It's actually
part.
really funny.
It's clever.
Yes.
Right? But you go back to the scene with the woman who has the baby. Like she does anything in her power to get to the nothing's
Yeah.
gonna stop her. I feel like a doorbell ringing shouldn't stop the
Yes, the
blood
inventing.
path that you'd be on in this situation. It doesn't make sense.
That is a goof, especially because like they're like, oh shit, they realize it's the parents. They open the door And Lance Hendrickson instantly starts stabbing Nick Cage.
Yeah.
And you know, I think this is also a goof. If they're kids, wouldn't you realize that your parents would want to kill you at this point?
Yes, 100%.
Because every kid feels like that at this moment. Even though they're doing it, I feel like the way their brain should be wired is he's a kid too.
Yeah.
And his parents are coming.
So he should know that he's going to try to kill him. Yeah, it's kind of a goof.
I mean, I did like the concept of bringing the family back.
It's a good. Well, the whole scene is wild now.
Yeah.
Because
Enter Lance Henriksen.
yeah, like because he's stabbing Nick Cage. They're gonna brawl because Nick Cage is also just gonna ignore his dad stabbing him to chase his own kid into the car. Yes. They're gonna start smashing up his car. The car that Nick Cage is all he cared about.
Yep.
Joshy.
Bro, it's wild.
Really epic.
The mom is gonna start
Sauce. This is like the verbiage he has.
Yes.
Like now.
It's just him saying Sawzall. The mom is actually gonna fight Nick Cage's mom.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense
Doesn't
to
make
the
sense. Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
But she's gonna start hitting her with the meat cleaver.
Yeah.
They're gonna brawl to the outside like it's a hardcore WWE match in the 90s. Somehow the car's going to get put into drive and turned on.
Yeah.
The car's going to shoot out of the garage, run over the grandma, Nick Cage's mom. Lance Hendrickson's going to come flying out through the windshield. Face smashes, blood everywhere. Nick Cage's parents are fucking cooked.
They're done.
And then, out of nowhere...
You're angry.
Well, because, come on. The boyfriend shows up again and knocks out both parents.
Yeah. He's immortal.
He is.
He's the immortal one, Shane.
Yep. And they're gonna be tied up.
Yep.
In the basement.
Yep.
And they're like, I feel like the mom's trying to plead a little bit.
Yes.
But the father's just like not trying to plead.
He's in Nick Cage mode. You can't stop him. And what does he say? What is the last line? I've been waiting this whole review for this.
So he says to them, he's explaining to them that like, I think like, I don't know if he uses the word love, but like they care.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, but sometimes we just wanna, and then the movie ends.
And fucking kill you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and that is the moral of the story. Cause like our parents, they do love us, but
of course,
like, the amount of like, especially like when we're younger and like
do stupid shit,
want to explore and do stupid stuff and smoke freaking oregano and notice in school notices and stuff like that. Like they love us, but then it's just like, man, how could the one thing that I love most cause so much stress and anguish? And like, where's the Chipotle? And like,
where's my glory days? Give me those back and my Chipotle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now that you put it that way.
It's mom and dad.
Mom and dad.
That's the moral of the story, Shane.
Okay. So this movie, right, I'm going to rate it. I gave Willy's Wonderland, I think, a 6.
That's a shame.
I gave Mandy an 8. I gave Vampire's Kiss a 7. Mom and Dad, I'm giving an 8.
What did you give Willy's Wonderland?
Actually, I give it a 6 as well.
Okay. And what did you give Vampire's Kiss?
A 5.
Okay. How does that make sense, Shane?
I liked Vampire's Kiss more than Willy's.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
I actually, like, for some reason, I thought I gave Willy's a 5 before the review, and then I looked in my IMDb count, and I had it as a 6, so I didn't change it, but, like, that movie's even probably a 5, if I'm being honest. But I gave it a 6.
Compared to Vampire's Kiss, though, at least there's a little.
They're both 5s, but Willy's is better, in my opinion.
I liked Vampire's Kiss more than Willy's.
But
the kids were so bad.
The kids were tough.
They were really bad. But like, there's a story, there's a backstory.
Oh no, there is.
Like,
There's a lot to it. There's a lot to
Cult
it.
of killers.
Yeah. Wow, it's another fucking cult. Every movie with Nick Cage is a cult.
Even this one.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm giving this an 8. It's a good story with a good moral at the end. Nick Cage goes into full-on Cage mode, just ranting about, you put your left foot in, you put your right foot in, then you have both feet in, and you jump into the air.
This one might be the most Nick Cageiest, to be honest.
Yeah, he goes very cagey. This has like Port of what is it, Bad Lieutenant vibes to it with the way he acts. Yeah, it's a wild movie. I loved it. I was entertained by it. It's short. It's an hour 25. I would definitely watch this again. Yeah, I mean, I'm giving it an 8. It's fucking awesome. It's Nick Cage at his fucking best.
Yeah, this is like definitely peak Cage. Like all the goodness you want from Nick Cage, you're definitely gonna get it, especially towards the back end of this movie. He's just like everything you salivate for when you try to watch one of his movies. Him at his absolute finest. I have it as a 7.
Okay.
I'm trying to I like this movie a lot. I like how in movie I'm trying to think how everything connects. I have trouble connecting the idea of this movie being like they want to be in their former lives without kids with the fact that there's a global phenomenon turning everybody against their kids.
Yeah.
I can't the movie doesn't combine those
That's very
cleanly.
Yeah.
But I like the movie a lot. So I'm giving it a 7.
In
I like it a
regards
lot.
to that, I think that a parent can relate to the movie more than
Us.
the kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel like
probably.
it's easier for a parent to correlate the two, even though it you can they allude to it throughout the movie. They don't necessarily just cohesively put it together. But I see what you're saying, that they don't
Is it just is that that signal? Is it just there's a time and a moment in every family's life or parent's life, or just these kids are bringing me to the absolute brink of
fuck them
sanity?
kids, yeah.
That's the only thing I could think of, and maybe I just didn't make that leap, but yeah, I do like the movie a lot.
Okay.
For sure, I really enjoyed it, especially Nicolas Cage.
I
is
think
incredible.
that they try to have the Dr. Oz thing explain it, and they don't do that good of a job. I think there's a primitive instinct to kill.
Hamster brain.
Well, they did talk. The one guy came on one of the things that was mentioning, just picture a parent's willingness to save their child at the brink of death and reverse that
reversing
natural
it,
instinct.
That guy actually who talks about that, he actually made a lot of the Marvel characters.
Really?
Yeah, he is a big part of a lot of the creation of the Marvel people.
Didn't know
Interesting.
that.
Did not know that.
Good fact.
I don't know why they picked him to be in that role, but he's created probably over 20 Marvel characters. That specific person.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Good facts.
Yeah.
Didn't even disrupt the flow.
Am I hired?
I think so.
What do you give it?
Yeah, what's your rating though?
10. 10, yeah.
Yeah, no, this
It
is
covers all the bases.
Yeah.
This is my favorite of the Nicolas Cage movies that we reviewed of this set, for sure, in my opinion.
In my honest opinion, I think that I don't think I could ever watch Mandy because I think you guys explained it better than what the movie actually
Fair,
is.
because it is very slow the first 40 minutes.
Yeah. So Willie's, which I actually think I gave a really low rating. I don't remember what it was, but that was probably my favorite out of all of them.
Even more than this.
I think the fact that he doesn't say a word is so much more impressive that I was able to keep my attention for the whole entire movie.
It also spawned Wolf Cola.
Yeah, Wolf Cola.
All right.
Yeah, 10.
So, we got plenty of death.
Oh, yeah.
We got Lance Hendrickson. We got the boyfriend's dad. We got Riley. We got random kids in the park. I'm going to say my favorite was Hendrickson.
That's a good one. You know, there's actually one, and I never do this. I'm going to throw this out there. 'Cause we never do this. Off-screen death of the Asian daughter.
Yeah, they
Okay.
tenderized.
Okay.
Because the way she played it off, and it happened, and it clearly happened, and it has a lot to do with the story. I really like that death. I really thought that was really well done.
So those are the two. Which
And who watches her kids when she watches Nick Cage's kids?
no one. The kid just stays with her.
Okay.
That's what I assumed anyway. So what side would you guys like for the maid's daughter?
Just do the Yellow King one for
The maid's daughter?
Hendrickson.
So
Either way.
Yeah, so we'll do... Okay, so we'll take this for Hendrickson, and we'll take this for the maid's daughter. The maid's daughter.
Good.
We don't know her name. Junpei.
Is that someone's name?
It's a name.
Junpei. where the maid stalled it, right?
Yeah.
It's really the only backstory we know about you.
Tender.
We don't know if you went to school or if you had a job, but what we do know is what Aunt said. You were tender. Very tender.
Hey.
She got tenderized
Yeah.
with the fucking mallet.
Yes.
And for that, too far?
No, it's just a brutal death
Yeah, it really was. So we're gonna put you in the
that you
Necronomicon.
never see, but it's just so brutal.
Yeah, it's just
idea
the
of it.
it's the implication, as they would say in It's Always Sunday.
And her mother just cleaning it up because that's what she does.
She cleans
the house.
She cleans. She made. I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you too, bud.
I'm really gonna miss you.
Yeah. I'm about to actually. By when does this air?
The very last Monday in November.
Yeah. At this point in time, I'm deep into a big journey
You are.
in my life. Time wise, I'm going to be gone for a bit.
Yeah, we're gonna miss you.
Podcast wise, a year, maybe.
Damn.
So, Sauce McGavin on the final podcast.
Oh man, that was good though. We're gonna miss you. It was great to have you for 4 episodes. I wouldn't want anyone else other than you for all 4 Nick Cages.
Yeah, it was fun. Never before, never again, right?
Yeah, the only 4 Pete.
Yep.
The only 4 Pete.
So that's the end of Nick Cage month, which means
Turning of the book into another one.
we are going into our Christmas horrors. Our Christmas. This
Are
is
you
our
guys doing
second
you guys
annual
doing a full month of
Christmas horror.
Nice.
Yeah, so like we've just done 4 consecutive thematic months. Like we did sequel September
Yep.
into our October
Of Halloween.
movies, then Nicolas Cage November, and then
So it's almost like
Holiday.
Rocktober going straight into Rockvember.
Yeah. But
this will be the last though.
yeah, we don't have a theme
themes.
for January, but February.
Yeah,
Fucked up February too. We're going into it. Should be a good one. But first, let's get through December. And I guess I could say this. You better watch out.
Oh, shit. Yeah, see, that's right.
So we are the final podcast signing off, and we will see you next week at a very interesting take on a babysitter kid dynamic.
At Virginia Madsen and Patrick Warburton's place.
Yeah.
Please catch us at www.thefinalpodcast.com every Monday, where we have all of our content. You can catch us on Apple Podcasts. You can catch us now on YouTube, Spotify, wherever. We are moving into a holiday season full of horror movies, and we are very excited. So please catch this Monday for Better Watch Out. We'll see you there.
Bye.